everyone, it's Laurie from the Nutty Bookmaker, and I have an album to share with you. This is actually a trifold. It is geared towards like a recipe book, using recipe cards. The album is 10 inches tall by 8¼ inches wide by about just under 2 inches deep. It is covered with Graphic 45's Home Sweet Home edition, and the top is a shadow box, and then it's wrapped all the way around. And we'll take a look inside the shadow box. We have all our vegetables in there, and our seed packets are on toothpicks, so they're sticking in the garden. And then we have the lady in the background from the signature piece hanging her laundry. And the shadow box is about ½ an inch deep. I think though between the pieces of chipboard it's more like 3/8 of an inch depth between the back chipboard where the lady is to the front where the acetate. And we'll open it up and we'll get started on this side first. Here we have a waterfall recipe holder. So with this, what we're going to do is, I'm just going to get a card here so I can show you how this works. So when you open it up, you have tuck spots on each page, so you can pop your recipe in there, like so. And there's these little tiny, these are the enlarged seed packets that are on the front cover or on the toothpicks. These are the enlarged versions of them. So there's these ones, and then there's carrots, and there's one on each flap throughout the waterfall, so you can stick your recipe cards in there. On the back of these seed packs, I forgot to show you, is a little spot where you can journal, where you can add notations for your recipes. So they would go like that throughout, so you have them in throughout the whole album, or through the, not the whole album, the waterfall. Ugh, sorry about that. Whoops, one's upside down. That's the carrot one. And on the bottom you can put a picture or whatever. So I'll put this one back. And close that up, and then we'll go flip this open. So it's pretty expansive. So we have pockets on this side here with a little flip inside, and you can tuck things in here. So you can tuck, like if you can keep your recipes in here, and if you have photos or however, you can write journal on this side as well. Your notes or whatever, you can just pop them in there, keep them handy. I know that when I make Nanaimo bar, I always lose the recipe, and I gotta phone my mom to find out what goes in Nanaimo bar, because I live in Nanaimo, so we have the original Nanaimo bar recipe, the original. My mom's been carrying it since I was a little girl. It's just something, and so I always lose mine. So I have to phone her and ask her what goes in a Nanaimo bar, because I want to make it the way my mother made it when I was a little girl, and that's going back a long time, like back to the 60s and 70s. So yeah, we're very particular about a Nanaimo bar here. So aside from that though, this would be something that's handy for that. I could write my Nanaimo bar recipe in here, and or keep my mom's original. So so we have that there, and then we have tuck spots on the on this side here, on the top of the pocket here, and you can tuck under here as well. Moving on to the center, we have Grandma here with her apple pie, and it's layered, so there's some layering in there. Sorry about that, the camera's going to come out of focus on that. So this is layered, and then we got another tuck spot up here. We open that up, and then on each side of this, I'm going to open the other side up here. We have recipe pockets all the way up. So there's 6 on each side, I believe. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 on each side. They'll hold a recipe card or more. You can fit more in there than just the one. And your notes or what have you. And then in the center we have double pocket here with a tuck band in the front, and then we have more of these little guys here, and I've just done them in an accordion with note paper on the back so that you can, you know, note something in there. If you have like a 6-step recipe or something and it's a very simple recipe, you could use that to do that in, or what have you, or split them apart and use them for other things. And then in here, in the pockets, we have more flips, so you can journal or store or add photos of your projects, your baking, or photos of your family, a special occasion. Same here, we have you can pop something in there and journal, and the same on the very top one. This is just a smattering of all the papers. You can journal in that as well. And that just pops right back in here. Okay. So we close this side. We have a place where you can put a photo or journal in here and here as well, and somewhere to put a photo. And you can pop, I'm just going to keep one of these handy, so you can pop a photo in here, or a recipe that you're working on. You can just pop it in here. The same on this side as well. You can pop something in there, notes or what have you. You can journal up here. Okay, and then whoops, I'll close this, and then that, and then that. And move over to this side. And here you have, this is the inside of the cover, so this is the cover, the outside of the cover. So you have journal cards in here, and then another this has a pocket so that you can pop things in. Journal over here. Whoops. And then a couple of the cut aparts. I used I think there was 3 sheets of cut aparts in this. No, 6 altogether actually, and I used them all in here, so they're all in here. Okay, so we'll open this up, and again we have more pockets here, and these are label pockets, so you can stick whatever you choose in here and you can label them. I didn't put the little ovals on here, but I'll add those before I close it up for good. All right, so oh, and there's a tuck behind here as well, so you can tuck, you know, your newspaper clippings or your magazine clippings in behind here, and they'll stay in here because they got nowhere else to go. Okay, so now we're on this side, and we have a place to journal down here, and this is a tuck, so you can tuck whatever underneath and above if you want to. Another cut apart here, open it up, we have the chickens down here with a cut apart tucked under here. This is a tuck spot as well. And then we have Granny cut out again up here at the top with her apple pie. This time she didn't have her child with her, her grandchild. I did mention that the chickens over here are layered as well. They're kind of, they pop up out from the cut apart. Alright, so we'll open this up like so. We have tuck spot here with Grandma's apple pie recipe under here. And then on this side we have tuck spot. So you can tuck, you know, recipes and whatnot in here, pictures, notes, what have you in here. And then in here, 2 large pockets. The pockets are a quarter of an inch deep, so they're quite deep and you can store a lot in them. They come full. There's lots of little goodies inside there. Just a lot of flips that you can, you know, note in, put your favorite recipes in, label them off. So you could take one of these cards and put it on the front of your one of your flips, I suppose, and then you could write what's inside, like your favorite recipe. And they all have that with a little tuck, so that you can put a picture under there or extra notes. And that's what's in the top one. And they're all magnetized. All the closures are magnetized, so they'll close up good. And then the bottom one, same thing. We have some flips here, all with little tuck bands. There, whoops, that one's upside down. And then this one here, whoops. Same thing, this one has I Love Country Life in it as well. So you have all of this to store your favorite recipes in, and all the cards that you need to label them. And then that closes up like that, and that closes up like that. And then that closes like that, and that closes like that. Whoops. And that's it. So I hope you like this. I had fun making it. It was something different for me. I've done trifles before, but not really to this extent. This one has so much going on. It's crazy. But there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and it is available in my Etsy shop. I didn't do a tutorial on this because, believe it or not, this was an experiment from beginning to end. It was kind of just off the top of my block. I didn't really plan it out. It just flowed so easily. I was really quite surprised. It started out as an experiment and it ended up pretty good. So I'm really happy with it, and I hope that whoever becomes the owner of it enjoys it, because I really enjoyed making it. So thank you for watching, and have a great weekend. Bye everyone.